Hey girl, hey. Guess what? Creating one SOP isn't enough. It's just not enough. If you want to scale, you need systems, you need processes, you need lots of SOPs. You need everything that you do in your business documented. Well, I'm Yolanda Churchwell, the CEO of Fractional COO, and today I'm sharing why your first SOP should not be your last and how to systematize before you scale. So let's jump right into it. Why isn't one SOP enough? Because SOPs create clarity. Clarity, that means that you have a clear mind. You know what's going on. Everybody's able to know what's going on. Everything is out on the table. As my mom said the other day, somebody said, we all got a few crazy people in our family. And my mom said, yeah, we just dress ours up and put them on the front porch. We don't even try to hide them. That's the level of clarity that you want in your business. Like everybody knows what's going on. When everybody knows what's going on, then everybody can play their role in bringing the vision to pass and reaching the goals. Okay? SOPs also create consistency. Consistency means that you're going to be able to do the same thing over and over. You can rinse and repeat. Everything that we've done, everything that we learn that you do it with consistency, and that's when you get results. Okay? When you have SOPs in place, then your business is able to do the same thing over and over and over to get good results. Let's think about dieting. Okay, we all have tried a diet or two. There are those diets that you do. I remember the one I did, it's been some years ago. No carbs. All you did was eat meat and vegetables. And the weight was falling off. I think I had lost 36 pounds. I was doing the thing. I was so happy. I wasn't even exercising because y'all know I don't really like that anyway. But the weight fell off. But then I went back to eating everything. And slowly but surely, the pounds climbed back on. They came back on. Because you have to be consistent. Okay? So SOPs allow you to create the order and maintain the order. Just like with any diet that you do, you have to be able to have the plan to lose the weight and then the plan to maintain the weight loss. SOPs allow you to provide the same level of service all the time to all of your customers and maintain your reputation. Okay? So SOPs create consistency. They also allow you or enable delegation and automation. Y'all know they're my biz besties. You can't delegate, you can't automate when you don't know what you're doing. Having step-by-step directions, that's all SOPs are, step-by-step directions on how to do a task allows you to be able to say, well, you do this piece and you do that step and you do this part, or you do this part first, you do this part second, you do that part third. Once you know what needs to be done, then that's when you can say, you know what? We're going to automate this piece. So do these pieces, and then a computer will take over, a system will take over, and then this pieces will need to deliver to the client. You can't do that when you don't know what you're doing. SOPs, simply put, tell you how you do what you do. If your team depends on you to explain everything, you're the bottleneck. There's no other way to say it. Know that systematizing is an asset. We all know assets plus liabilities equal equity, or most of us know that. I'm not going to just say we all know that, but we all know that you want to have assets. Everybody know the definition of an asset. You want assets. You really want assets that appreciate, not depreciate, but you want assets. Systematizing is an asset. You don't document just for the sake of documenting. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good document. I love to take notes, but you don't do it just for the sake of saying, oh, I did it, or just having a stack of notes around. Systematizing allows you to prioritize what needs to be done based upon the level of pain that it is bringing, based upon the size of the problem it creates. Documentation and systematizing allow you to prioritize what you need to do as a CEO. And remember this, SOPs, keep them simple and actionable. Most of my SOPs are video and Word document. It's a video and a Word document because after a certain age, we all become visual learners. All adults become strictly visual learners for the most part. Having a video that, even with my clients, when I share the SOPs with them, I share them with a video because guess what? You can pause and start and stop the video and work your way through it. Sometimes reading words, we don't always receive words the same way, but we can all see the picture and watch the video. And then you're able to easily build them into your business's rhythm. Once you get started using them, they just flow naturally. So they're assets because you're able to keep them simple. You can use them over and over. They create consistency. They allow you to prioritize, and they create a natural rhythm within your business. So how do you build the systems before you scale? Well, you got to prioritize. What systems do you need first? That also goes with what roles do you need first? What tasks do you need first? What is it that you need done first? So you need to prioritize the things that you need, and that's the order that you will go in and creating your SOPs. Then you've got to document them. That means you got to get them out your head on a piece of paper. Even if it's just bullet pointed, you at least need to have something to start with. Once you create them, it's not, oh, I did it, they're done. If that's the case, you could just put it on a shelf. I remember when I worked at the IRS, we used to have those big old books, and when you put them off the shelf, all the dust would come out because nobody was using them. Somebody finally got smart and said, you know what, we're not going to print that book every year. We're just going to let the people go online because that's what they've been doing anyway. People will use videos, they will use flow charts, they will use diagrams. People are not going to read a 50-page manual. They do need to be updated. You should be looking at your SOPs at least twice a year, if not 4 times a year. And if you're in a high growth period, you need to be looking at them because they're going to change. And then you need to connect the systems and the processes that you have in place with outcomes. When people follow this process, when people have these systems in place, what's the outcome that they can expect? When you tie it to an outcome, it becomes tangible. It becomes real. You will make sure that you follow up and that you use it and that you update it. Okay? This is what allows your dream team, that team that you're going to have when everything in your business is working right, not just any old team, but that dream team. That's what allows it to thrive. So if you want a business that runs on systems, that has good processes, not stress, but runs on systems and SOPs, not stress, then join me live for How to Hire Without Firing. This webinar is going to teach you how you're going to be able to let go of the stress, be able to put your SOPs in place, and be able to hire a team, your dream team, without having to fire people, getting off the hire fire hamster wheel. So make sure that you click the link below and register today for How to Hire Without Firing. And I'll see you there.